product provided by Nintendo. Super Mario Party feels like a welcome home party after graduating college. All your friends there are slightly different than how you remember them from high school, but that feeling of home is still there. While it's not a complete return to form that sticks to landing, this is the most Mario Party a new entry in the series has felt in years. We're skipping the story part of my reviews for this one as there really isn't much of a story here. The traditional Mario Party board mode that got everyone to fall in love with the series is back. It invokes the memories of me playing Mario Party 2 with all my cousins on Christmas Eve. It feels new but familiar. A lot of the traditional mechanics of the series are here, like you're still spending an hour to 2 hours running across the game board collecting power stars. That includes the infurious bonus stars that can completely alter the outcome of a game. The chaotic mess of ruining friendships also returns with the ability to steal stars and use items to get ahead, or just throw a wrench in everything. Ultimately, it's still very new feeling, yet familiar. While I'd consider the Mario Party mode the attraction of this game, there's a plethora of new game modes that can be found here. Partner mode, for example, is an interesting twist on the traditional Mario Party mode. It's entirely team-based and has you playing team-focused minigames where you're even sharing dice rolls together with your partner. When having a large group of friends over, I actually found this to outshine the original Mario Party mode at times. Having the gameplay surround partnerships would push my partner and I to really try to work together, but also kinda got us yelling at each other anytime one of us messed up. Neat touches like the different types of dice with different odds would add new levels of strategy to the rounds. The new River Survival mode sort of continues that co-op trend. This mode has players paddling down a wild river trying to pop balloons. These balloons then initiate co-op games for you to play as you try to make it to the very end of the river. It's almost like a rushed version of partner mode that ditches the game board entirely. Then there's the soundstage mode that focuses primarily on sound-based minigames that feel almost like a WarioWare/Rhythm Heaven attraction. They're really fun to play through, but definitely feel like one of the more smaller considerations of this package. It can be beaten in just a matter of minutes, and thus it feels like something that was just added on very last minute to the end of this game. Now I know what you might be thinking, wow, that's a lot of game modes, a lot more than what I remember. Back when I was a kid it was just Mario Party, the different game boards, and a bunch of minigames, and if I wanted to play the minigames without the board, I'd just go play them in my collection. And you're right. I personally had just been used to playing the different game boards and then being able to play the minigames outside of those boards if I wanted to. With Super Mario Party, there's a big focus on new game modes while also trying to turn to the classic board system we've all come to know and love. However, I think Nintendo may have spread themselves a bit too thin here. There's something fun and charming about every game mode, though it's to varying degrees. Mario Party and Partner mode are by far my favorite game modes, but the rest of the selection feels like padding that could have just been reinvested into the main attractions. It tries very hard to be a jack of all trades, a master of none. There are two other game modes that really try to push something new for the series, and that's the online mode and the Toad Rec Room. Toad's Rec Room is a collection of minigames where you can connect multiple switches locally to act as an interactive piece in the game, or just have a new perspective on a minigame. It's a really cool idea that I think certainly could have been fleshed out a bit more either in this game mode or as its own game. It's a bit of a bummer that you need 2 copies of Super Mario Party though. I think some sort of DS downplay mechanic would have been great to see here. Namco's arcade game for the Switch actually uses something similar where it uses a free app on the eShop to play multiplayer with only 1 copy of the game. I think Super Mario Party could have easily used this system. Lastly, there's the online mode, and much like the Nintendo Switch voice chat system, it leaves a lot to be desired. Yes, you can play minigames with friends online, and it works great. The only issue is out of the about 80 minigames you can play with traditional Mario Party, only 10 of them are playable and they rotate in series of 5. There's online playlist competitions for you and your friends to play in, but even then, you'll find multiple copies of minigames double dipping throughout the playlist. Like the previous offline game modes I mentioned, it feels incredibly half-baked. Why isn't there an online mode that supports a game board? That's the whole reason most people play Mario Party. What was the thinking behind this? It's essentially the equivalent of Nintendo saying, yes, Mario Kart is online, but not the actual races, just the time trial ghost data. That's the only thing. There's a lot that Super Mario Party does with its game modes that makes it feel like it's halfway done, but ultimately it's the Mario Party mode that kept me playing. With a total of 4 boards and one of them being unlockable, I had a genuine great time just sitting down and playing classic Mario Party once again. Some of the new minigames in this entry, like the Paparazzi minigame, will easily go down as one of my favorite games in the Mario Party series. They also act as a great demonstration of the Joy-Con technology, though it can also be a double-edged sword. Using the different parts of the Joy-Con in conjunction with the minigames was silly and entertaining, but it also meant that I was forced to play with a single Joy-Con pretty much all the time. If you're playing docked and you want to play with up to 4 players, then you need 4 Joy-Con for a full party because Pro controllers just don't work here. You'll also find yourself that you're stuck playing in tabletop mode instead of just handheld mode if you want to play this on the go. Super Mario Party looks absolutely lovely. You can immediately tell that there is new renders of characters and models, and it really does show. The little touches like the animated character portraits look adorable. The designs of boards and minigames come across as charming with an overall much brighter and saturated look to them than other Mario games on the Switch. This entire game in general just feels a lot more colorful than I remember the previous entries in the series being. Playing through multiple rounds of Mario Party this weekend, there was just this sense of attention to detail throughout the game that constantly had me paying attention to background elements of the boards and the minigames. I was constantly just looking for cute little references and touches as much as I could. As far as performance goes, it looks like Super Mario Party runs at 1080p 60 in dock mode and 720p 60 in tabletop mode. I never really saw the game struggle to maintain that, and quality was consistent throughout my party. Music for Super Mario Party features the same old feel-good music that the series is known for. Each of the 4 boards has an appropriate track to match up with the theme of that board. Now perhaps I'm alone on this one, but the sound details that always stand out to me the most in Mario Party games is the host's voice. Whether it's hearing in Mario Party 2 or the uncomfortable laugh of Super Mario Party continues that trend with some cute little voice acting from all the cast of Mario characters that come off as delightful rather than annoying. Even your Joy-Con will mimic some sound effects, making it feel like a throwback to Mario Party 8 with the Wii remote. Super Mario Party is the best entry in the series since the Wii era of games. The classic Mario Party mode is some of the best local multiplayer that the Nintendo Switch has to offer, while also showing off the cool technology that the Joy-Con is capable of. It's not a flawless return to form though. The amount of boards here at launch, including their sizes, is pretty small in comparison to previous games at the cost of more game modes that feel half-baked when it could have easily just been a game that focuses on boards with more content to go with them. It's a new entry in the series that tries to do more but then spreads itself too thin with just a bizarre way of implementing online multiplayer to the series. There's still a game worth playing here, but the ratio of that part of the game only gets smaller with more modes that Nintendo tries to squeeze in that ultimately just feel like padding at the end of the day. I personally would have just preferred to see a decent online mode that actually worked with what the main attraction of Mario Party is, along with more game boards to play on. For all those reasons and more, I give Super Mario Party a 7.5 out of 10. If you enjoyed the video, then be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and share the video with your friends. It helps more people find out about my videos, and I really do appreciate it. Thank you all very much for watching, hope you guys have a great day, and keep on gaming.